Hi everyone, so I'm back in the same spot where I filmed my video whereby I shared with you my personal experience in finding a job here in Grand Cayman. I've gotten a lot of comments from fellow Filipinos who are also aspiring to secure a job here in Grand Cayman. So I decided to make a follow-up video. This video will be in two parts. The first part would be the fees, whereby I will try to enumerate the associated fees in processing your papers to work here in the Cayman Islands, and I will try as much as I can to identify which among those fees are legal and which among those fees are not. And the other part would be the detailed cost of living here in the Cayman Islands. So the first part will be in English because I want everyone to understand where we are coming from, that we are not stealing job opportunities from the locals here. Like me personally, I am an accountant, so I would definitely not think that there is a single accountant here who is a Caymanian and who is unemployed. In other words, the demand for accountants here is more than the supply within the local workforce. That as Filipinos, we are only taking our chance as to whatever job opportunities we have here. Also, I am hoping for you to understand better what we have to go through just to provide a better life for our families back home. Like, we have to sacrifice being away from them, and some of us may even incur debt just to come up or raise the money, the funds needed to process their papers to work overseas. Whereas the second part of this video would be in Tagalog because I want my fellow Filipinos to understand better the detailed cost of living here so that they can weigh in whether it's practical for them to come and work here in the first place.
There are two ways for Filipinos to find a job here in the Cayman Islands. One is direct hire, and two is through recruitment agencies. In my case, I was hired directly by a company here, so the only expenses I incurred were my medical, police clearance, and career service for sending the said documents to my employer to process my work permit. Now, if one has to go through a recruitment agency, the following fees may be incurred in processing your papers. Fees that are not supposed to be shouldered by prospective employee under the rules of WORC and POEA but are passed on by recruitment agencies are considered as illegal. Under the 2016 Rules and Regulations of POEA, the recruitment agency may pass on or charged against Filipino prospective employee a placement fee of equivalent to 1 month salary. Under the rules of both WORC and POEA, specifically Section 53, the work permit should be paid by the employer and not the prospective employee. In regards to airfare, WORC has no specific rule. However, under Section 53 of POEA, it is clearly stated that the employer should shoulder the airfare of the prospective employee. In my opinion, however, the moment any employer from the Cayman Islands engages a recruitment agency to act on their behalf to hire directly from the Philippines must abide by the laws of the POEA. Here is the current prevailing rate of British Airways airfare from Manila to GCM. Please visit their website for updates. As to the quarantine facility, the employer has no obligation to pay for it, so the prospective employee must prepare funds to cover it. Napaka-importante na malaman nyo kung magkano yung magagastos nyo dito sa Cayman Islands kung magdesisyon na kayong magtrabaho at tumira dito. Unahin na natin yung bahay na titirhan nyo dito. Ang general terms, dapat meron kayong 1 month advance at refundable security deposit na halos katumbas din ay 1 month ng upa. Mahigpit ang patakaran dito. Kapag na-delay ka magbayad within 5 days or within 1 week, pwede silang mag-impose ng penalty. Yung iba per day ang penalty, yung iba naman is per week. Malaki kasi or mataas ang demand ng pabahay dito. And may limit din ang tenants or capacity sa isang bahay. Hindi kayo pwedeng magsiksikan sa isang kwarto or isang bahay. Pagdating naman sa transportation, depende yan sa agreement nyo ng employer. Yung iba kasi nagpo-provide ng sasakyan para sa mga empleyado nila. Mura lang sana ang pamasahe sa bus dito, kaya nga lang hindi lahat ng lugar accessible. Hindi practical ang mag-taxi dito, especially going back and forth sa workplace nyo, napakamahal. Kung isa naman sa mga kasama nyo sa bahay may sariling sasakyan o kotse, pwede naman kayong mag-carpool. Syempre, hindi lang gas ang dapat nyong i-share. Maging considerate kayo. Dapat mag-share din kayo sa maintenance ng sasakyan. Marami din namang mabibilhan na second-hand cars dito. Syempre, yung presyo depende sa condition. Yun iba naman, nagbabike lang. Well, depende yon sa safety and kung practical ba sa lugar na titirahan nyo, papunta sa lugar ng pagtatrabahuan nyo. Pwede rin namang maglakad kung malapit lang yung trabaho nyo sa bahay nyo. Para may idea lang kayo, eto yung presyo ng gas and diesel dito per imperial gallon. Halos araw-araw din siya tumataas. When it comes to food and grocery items, I recommend that you check my other videos. The link is in the description box. Mandatory dito ang pension and health insurance and ito ay salary deduction. So for pension contribution per month, 5% sa empleyado, 5% sa employer ng gross salary. And for health insurance naman, depende kung anong klaseng health insurance, pero ang standard ay nasa approximately $100 ang 50%. So 50% sa empleyado, 50% sa employer.
Para po sa mga recruitment agency, meron po kayong mahalaga or importanteng function or role. Kaya nga po existing kayo. At like any other businesses, meron kayo definitely karapatang kumita. Kaya nga malinaw sa POEA rule na may karapatan kayong mag-charge ng placement fee. Yun nga lang may limitasyon. Dapat ito ay equal lamang sa isang buwan na sweldo ng aplikante or empleyadong ipapadala nyo sa ibang bansa. Ngayon, meron lang akong 3 puntos that I want to raise. Una, kung sakasakaling mag-charge kayo ng fees, besides the placement fee, meron kayong responsibilidad para i-detalye o bigyan ng breakdown yung kliyente nyo o yung aplikante kung para saan yung binabayaran nila. Kasi karapatan nilang malaman yon dahil pera nila yon. Utangin man nila, pera pa rin nila yon dahil sila yung magbabayad in the end. So, malinaw pa lang dapat sa umpisa kung ano yung mga binabayaran nila outside the placement fee. Para kung siguro, let's say, ready na yung ticket nila, ready na yung work permit nila, tapos sasabihin nyo, kailangan nyo pala ng quarantine facility. At least malinaw doon, kasama ba yun sa binayaran na namin o hindi? Ay kailangan nyo palang, syempre, magpaunang bayad sa titirahan yung bahay sa Cayman. Hindi naman pwedeng wala kayong bahay na dadatnan sa Cayman. So, kailangan nyo ng advance payment for at least 1 month at saka security deposit. So, umpisa pa lang, alam na yung binabayaran nila para makapag-prepare naman sila ng pera kung wala pa dun sa mga binayaran nila. Kasi hindi naman ganun kadaling mag-raise ng pera. What if akala nila lahat na yun kasama dun sa binayaran nila, tapos wala pa pala dun yung bahay, wala pa pala dun yung quarantine facility. So, saan naman sila kukuha ng pera? Mangungutang na naman. Kasi, syempre, ready to go na nga eh. So, mangungutang na naman sila. Walang choice, di ba? Now, ang pangalawa kong punto, kailangan maging knowledgeable kayo kung ano ang batas sa bansang pupuntahan ng prospective employee niyo. Halimbawa, dito sa Cayman Islands, please lang, huwag kayong magbibigay ng mabubulaklak na salita. So, in our native Visayan dialect, we call it, huwag kayong magpalami na para sabihin nyo, ay, madali namang kumita sa Cayman kasi pwede kayong maghanap ng part-time job ipapaalala ko lang sa inyo na napakalinaw na naka-indicate sa work permit na we are not allowed to work for any other company, or any other individual, or any other employee than doon sa nakaspecify mismo sa aming work permit. For example, kung ang work permit ko, ang employer na nakalagay doon is si XXX company. So, hindi ako pwedeng mag-work outside XXX company. Halimbawa naman nakalagay doon, Mrs. X. Hindi ako pwedeng mag-work outside Mrs. X, kundi pwede lang ako magtrabaho kay Mrs. X and her household. Ang pinakahuli at importante sa lahat, siguraduhin nyo lang na may trabaho na dadatnan yung prospective employee nyo. At yung work permit, hindi front lang. Na kunwari may work permit ka, pero pagdating mo naman pala dito, wala ka palang trabaho. Or kaya underemployed ka. Let's say, para ma-meet mo yung sweldo na pinapangako nyo, kailangan at least makapag-work siya ng 45 hours in a week. Yung pala pagdating niya dito is, meron lang kayong mapaprovide na trabaho sa kanya for 30 hours. So, paano na yung mga iba niyang gastusin? Saan siya kukuha ng pambayad? So, yung tao, mapipilitan tuloy na maghanap ng part-time kahit bawat. So, nilalagay niya sa alanganin yung status ng tao. Kasi, if ever na mahuli sila ng WORC, pwede silang i-penalize or worse, i-cancel yung work permit nila. Pwede pa silang ma-blacklist. Para naman sa mga naghahangad na makapagtrabaho dito sa Cayman Islands, in the end, kayo pa rin ang magdedesisyon kasi buhay niyo yan, diskarte niyo yan, future niyo yan, at pera niyo yan. So, ngayon na naipaliwanag ko kung ano yung mga dapat yung bayaran versus dun sa mga gastusin dito, siguro meron na kayong sapat na kaalaman para i-weigh in or timbangin kung practical nga ba na magtrabaho kayo dito sa Cayman Islands o hindi. Again, this is ID. Nagpapaalala lang na lahat naman tayo ay naghahangad ng magandang buhay para sa pamilya natin, para sa sarili natin. At lahat tayo may karapatang kumita. Huwag lang sana tayo mag-take advantage, lalong-lalo na dun sa mga taong mas hindi magandang kinalalagyan sa buhay at yung mga taong hindi masyadong ganun ka lawak ang kaalaman. Huwag po sana tayong mag-take advantage.